Have you ever seen this happen? A proud parent puts up a sign celebrating their kid's graduation, while down the street, someone displays a political banner. Before you know it, your condo or HOA community is divided. Emotions are running high, and your board meetings, well, they're not exactly peaceful. Sound familiar? Let's talk about one of the most headache-inducing issues for community associations: signage and flag restrictions. Yes, U.S. law requires communities to permit certain displays like the American flag, but most other signage falls under your association's rules. How you handle these situations can make or break community harmony, and honestly, it can even lead to legal troubles if mishandled. So what's the first step? Get those rules in writing. Whether you're managing a housing park or a condo association or HOA, your policies need to be crystal clear and properly documented. If you run a housing park, make sure those rules are in your lease agreements. For condos, spell out everything in your policies and procedures. Many communities even create a specific flag and signage policy. Not a bad idea. Vague rules are a recipe for disaster. When residents don't know exactly what's allowed, that's when the problems start. I always recommend working with your attorney to create rules that reflect your community's values while staying on the right side of the law. Here's where many boards go wrong. They play favorites. If you let Mrs. Johnson display her cute garden sign, but you tell Mr. Peterson he can't put up his political sign, you're asking for trouble. Trust me on this one. Inconsistent enforcement is the fast track to accusations of discrimination. Keep records of every time you enforce the rules and document all your communication with residents. I've seen this save a community tens of thousands of dollars of legal bills, what I just said. Remember that. Be able to go back and find your rule enforcement to show that it's being enforced evenly across the community. This isn't just about covering yourself legal, although it does work. This shows everyone you're being fair across the board. Now, being consistent doesn't mean being inflexible. There are legitimate reasons to make some exceptions. Think about real estate for sale signs. These serve a practical purpose. I've seen communities ban them. Estate or garage sale notices, these are temporary and help your community residents significantly, especially if they have a death or they're moving. Special event announcements, again, temporary and often very beneficial and cool for the community. Rah, rah, it shows humanity. For these types of signs, consider setting up a simple approval process. Specify how big they can be, where they can go, and how long they can stay up. This gives you flexibility without opening up the floodgates. When you're not sure if an exception makes sense, that's when your management company and legal team earn their keep. Use their experience. That's what they're there for. At the end of the day, handling signage and flag issues well comes down to being thoughtful and consistent. Remember what you're trying to do here. Maintain those property values and keep your community looking good while still respecting that people want to express themselves. If you can find that balance, you'll have a much more harmonious community. And honestly, isn't that what you're aiming for? If you found this perspective valuable, we invite you to connect with us. Facebook viewers, like our page and follow us for regular updates. Feel free to message us directly with your questions or community challenges. Instagram viewers, hit follow and feel free to DM us with your questions or community challenges. YouTube viewers, subscribe to our channel and check out the video description for helpful links. Visit our website to discover our thought leadership content, books, and resources that can transform your community management approach. Whether you're dealing with the challenges we discussed today or other community issues, we're here to help. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.